Hey guys, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Um, I wanted to do something today because I'm starting to get tired of these people always going around talking about. In Norway, there's so many people talking about how to be like not how to be, but being shameless and how shameless people is how you're supposed to be shameless and how you're supposed to like go forward in shame and go forward in total lack of shame, right? So I want to talk about this, okay? Um, I'm gonna make it very simple, okay? I'm gonna make it very simple. Third book in the Bible, chapter 26, and it's basically a reward for obedience to the law of Moses, but of course, this also goes kind of like probably with obedience to God, okay? Or and also disobedience. Um, let's talk about the disobedience again. But if you do not obey me and do after all these commands, okay? And if you throw away my laws, or your soul detests my judgments, so that you do not do after all my commands, but break my pact, okay? Then I shall do this with you. I will let anxiety come over you, eroding sickness and fever, so that your eyes will diminish and your soul will be worn out, okay? Sort of like worn out, like thinned out, okay? And then it goes onwards with several punishments, okay? Future, um, for no good shall you sow your seeds, because it will be eaten up by your enemies. I will turn my face against you, and you shall be stricken by your enemies. Those that hate you shall rule over you, and you shall flee when nobody persecutes you. Okay, so there's basically, if you do not obey me and you do not do after all these commands, okay? And then it is, if you throw away my laws, or your soul detests my command, detests my judgments, so that you do not do after all my commands, but break my pact. Okay, so obviously you're supposed to stick a little bit to this guilt you feel, to this shame you feel. You're supposed to stick a little bit to, there's other things in this things like there's other things about this, okay? You should stick a little bit to the fear of God. You stick a little bit to also joy, because there's joy associated with this as well, okay? If you go to the fifth book in the Bible, you're gonna see this as well, okay? Chapter something. Chapter 28 in the fifth book of the Bible, okay? And it's basically like this. In verse 47, it says like this, okay? Because you did not serve the Lord your God with gladness and heart's delight, even if you had riches of all everything, okay? So basically, there's also kind of like a joy, okay, which you should stick to, okay, which you should not forget. Because if you forget the fear, if you forget the guilt, if you forget the shame, then sometimes you're gonna go back to these places, okay? That's basically what pigs and dogs do, okay? Pigs and dogs, a pig will wallow in the dirt, a dog will eat its own puke, okay? Go back to its own puke and eat it up, okay? Or like poop. It eats poop, it eats poop as well. That's what dogs and pigs do. Now, you should stick to these things, okay? But there's a little bit of these other things, like you wanna you wanna think economically. You wanna think economically. Uh, you wanna economically. You wanna make sure that you can develop, that you can go on, that you can forget a little bit as well. You're racing, okay? It's basically what Paul said. Like he's forgetting what's behind and he's racing for what is in front of him. Okay, and this is also something that you can read about in, I think it's in Second Corinthians actually. Uh, you're both a warrior that fights. You're a racer, an athlete that races, and you're a farmer that sows and um, harvests. Okay, maybe like sows and harvests. I don't know. 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 But you sow seeds and you maybe harvest. Okay, that's probably God's job. That's probably God's job. Okay, and then you got the book of Second Corinthians, which I also talked about right now. The book of Job, the book of Philemon, Romans 12, when Jesus talks about how his yoke is easy and his burden is light. Like you don't have to worry so much. There's also talking about that. You don't have to worry so much about so many things. There's so many things you don't have to worry about, and God takes care of you, and you don't have to sacrifice everything all the time. Okay. You can have self-confidence, you can have joy, you can have peace, you can have joy, you can have everything, okay? You can have everything. But you pray for it, okay? You pray for it, okay? And basically, this thing about being like that, this thing about being joyous and fearful, maybe not fearful, but fearing and uh, guilty and shameful and stuff like that. Like feeling shame, not shameful, but feeling shame. It's good for you, but you don't have to worry about it unless people actually pull you back there, okay? Unless people actually pull you to that point, okay? That's when you have to feel guilt and shame, okay? Okay, or you will go back to your old sins, okay? And that's what I mean by that, okay? That's what I mean by that, okay? So basically, you got this thing in in Matthew's chapter, I think it's 28 to 25, where it talks about how Jesus is gonna come back and he's gonna reward those that like clothed and naked, gave like food and water to people, who visited people in prison and all of these things. And then there's gonna be people who didn't do it, but the people who didn't do it are gonna ask, when didn't we do that, okay? And then the people who did do it is going to ask, when did we do that? Okay, so there's a bit of humility here. Okay, this is about humility. Okay, this is about humility. Humility is important. Okay, if you want tolerance and respect, then you have to look for humility in people. If you want to be respected and tolerated, then you should show respect and tolerance. Okay, which means you go first, then other people will respond to it. Okay. And that is basically what humility is, respect and tolerance, okay? Shameful is feeling shame and being guilty, feeling guilt is important, okay? It's important, okay? But there's also joy. You're supposed to feel joy, okay? You're supposed to feel self-confidence. You're supposed to feel motivation. You're supposed to feel consolement, okay? You're supposed to feel all these kind of feelings, okay? And it's not like you hate. It's like you need to. You know the song that Selena Gomez made. I needed to hate you to love me. It's like that. I needed to hate you. I need to hate you to love me. I need to love you. I need to hate me. I need to love. I need to love you. Uh, I need to hate me to love you. I need to hate you to love me. And I need to hate life to love you. I need to hate life to love you. I need to hate life to love me. Like, there's so many things like that, okay? There's so many things like that, okay? And I need to hate death to love you. I need to hate death to love me. Okay, it's like that, okay? It's like that. Psychology is complicated, okay? Psychology is complicated. Soul care is complicated. Um, Feeling the right feelings is complicated. Being good to others is complicated. This is all about that, okay? This is all about that, okay? I'm not saying this for you to do being shameful, okay? For you to be shameful, okay? But feeling shame and guilt is important, okay? It's important, but you're not sinners, okay? You have sinned, but you should not make it your identity that you're sinners, because then you're content with it, okay? Then you're satisfied with it, okay? Then you won't feel shame, then you won't feel guilt, okay? Because you think that's the way it's supposed to be. And sometimes you have to think that as well, okay? Sometimes maybe you have to think that as well, okay? That's basically how it is, okay? Bye, 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 bye.